Hi everyone, Linda here. It's time for another fun challenge at LESSology, and this month our challenge is fun with envelopes. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do, and I got this idea from Tracy's Treasures like a year ago, and we even did a swap. It was so much fun. You take all your old mail envelopes, like the ones that you return your checks in, and a lot of us have these because we do everything online, but they still send us the envelopes. And then some of my envelopes are the outside envelopes, but I'm going to cover them all. So what I've done, and I've just started, is I'm going to make mine a Christmas book. And each one of these envelopes is going to have like a tag, or it might have a list of things that I'm giving each person. I'm not sure how I'm going to use the book yet, but what I've done is I've taken my envelope, and this one I cut off the edge and it's still open at the top, but I did that so I could trace the opening. And then I'm going to glue this on the front, and then this piece will get glued on the back. And then I have the next one ready to go with the piece for the front, and then a piece for the back, which is right here. And then this is, so these two pages will look like this. And then this one turns, and then these two pages will look like this. And I need to cut the opening where it is, and on this one it's down here, but some of them it's going to be in the top, because like oh, I thought there were some, yeah, like this one I'm going to have the opening, that opening showing. Okay, so when I get those cut out and glued together, I'll come back and show you what I've done. So just so you know, I just cut that part out to match this up, and I've taken one way to do it is to stick, your paper in there and then trace it. But another way is to take a piece of thin copy paper and put over it and just trace around it and, make a little template for it. Okay, so I have most of my envelopes done. What I did was, let me get one that's not completely done. I took a piece of cardstock and just stuck it inside here, and it doesn't go all the way down. It goes down to about here, because it doesn't have to go all the way down. And I wasn't sure how I was going to bind it. And then what I did is I made another binding like this, where I just scored cardstock every inch, and then accordion folded and glued the pieces. Like if I was going to glue this one, I would glue it, put some tape here and glue it here, and then that would make another fold. But this is going to be attached to the cover, so I didn't want to do that. So then this one is done. I made a tag to go inside it, and I stamped on here, Christmas is in the air, and that's going to go in there. And then I'll put all the envelopes that are covered inside like this. And you'll be able to flip through them like this. This next one will be in here like this. Then what I did on the back of the tags is I stamped a raisin boat stamp on it. And I thought what would be really fun is like to give this to a friend, or my husband, give him one, and a different one to my friend, and have them make a list of things that they would like for Christmas. Or I can write down what I got people for Christmas each year, so that I would remember what I gave them, so I wouldn't keep giving them the same thing. But just like a little record book of things that have to do with Christmas. So that's what my book's going to be like when I'm done. So this is the way I made the tags. I cut some cardstock that would fit in here, and then I put it inside, and then I looked where I punched the hole, and then that's where I'm going to put the tab. And these tabs, I took a big bag of scraps in the car when we went to the cabin and just punched tons of tabs and mini labels. See, I have a box here of all these different tabs and things that I punched in the car. Okay, so that's going to go on there like that. Then I'm going to stick it back in here. And then I'm just going to take my pencil and mark like way over here just to give myself a spot so I know where I have to stamp. So I'm just marking those spots. Then I'll take it out and I'll know I have to stay in this range with my stamp. The stamp set I'm using for the sentiments is a Raisin Boat stamp set called Handy Dandy Helpers, and I really like these different sentiments. Like this one says, handful of holiday season, stop and smell the candy canes, shiny and bright, may your holiday juggling act be jolly and joyful. Everyone needs a helper, thanks for being mine. And that's the one I'm using on this one. Everyone needs a helper, thank you for being mine. So I'm just going to line it up in my pencil marks, stamp it there. Then I'm going to erase my pencil marks. And this set is called Highly Confidential. And I'm going to use this stamp. I'm going to stamp it twice on the back. And I'm using Memento ink. See how nice and crisp and clear that comes out? I just love these stamps. And I'm just going to go over it like this. To make it longer. It'll have one space that's bigger, but that's okay. Okay, so that's the way the back of the tag looks, and that's the way the front of the tag looks so far. So here's the finished book. I put some vintage lace that I got at Goodwill on here, and this is one sticker going across here. This is some Tim Holtz paper. Here's the inside of the front cover, and I made this into a little pocket. Here's the first envelope that's been redone, and I added a little bling, and this one says Christmas is in the air, and then I used a Raisin Boat stamp there. The stamp set I used from Raisin Boat for all of these is this Handy Dandy Helper, because I really like this set. Oh, and then this is from the stamp set Highly Confidential. So all of the backs have this on it. And I could sit and color these, I probably will. So this is the first page. He hides in there. And then this is the next page. This is a sticker. And it says, shiny and bright for you. And I used some Tim Holtz washi tape on here. I glued them together wrong. What I did is when I put the envelopes in, then I glued the next envelope in here, and I really needed to skip a page so I could turn it. So I had to go back, and a couple of them were messed up. So I just went around all of them with washi tape to fix it. So then the next envelope I put a flower on and some bling from Bonnie. Thank you, Bonnie. And I have a lot of antique rickrack that I've been collecting, so I put that all on there. Okay, so this one says, everyone needs a helper, thanks for being mine. And he's from that same set. handy dandy helper. Then this rickrack is so old, it's like very, very fragile, so it was good that I had something to glue it down on. These are buttons. Then this one, the tab pulls up like this, and it says, "May your holiday juggling act be jolly and joyful." And then I just put some little pieces that are in the stamp set all around him, like he's juggling them. The next page, and you know, if I wanted to glue pictures or other things, messages, I can do that there. The next one says shiny and bright for you, and I put some shiny holly berries and some ribbon so that it kind of looks like a package. And this one's, you know, said shiny and bright for you, so I put the light bulbs that come with the set around there. The next page says shiny and bright for you again, and I used a snowflake sticker and a big snowflake and some snowflake buttons over here. And this one has the other guy with the ball on it. And again, all of them are stamped on the back with the note card. This one says, "May your holiday juggling act be joyful, jolly and joyful," and I thought that one was Santa Claus. This one I used all the different little, the candy canes, the ornaments, the lights, the package on that one. And this one I just used some vintage rickrack to go around it because I thought this page had enough. Then this one I just used, you know, I can't remember all the names of all these papers. I think a lot of them are making memories, but I'm not sure. I just put some bling around this reindeer. And then this one says, everyone needs a helper. I'm thankful for, thanks for being mine. And there's that guy again. And like I said, I'm going to give, like I might give this to my husband and tell him to write down all the things that to make a wish list on the back there. Then other ones, like I might write down the different things that I've bought, friends or relatives. Then I really thought this paper was so pretty that I really didn't do a lot. This was another piece of vintage lace that I got at Goodwill. It has like a rickrack at the edge, and then it's all one piece. I thought it was really pretty. And this one again I used, May your holiday juggling act be jolly and joyful. And this one, the tab comes up at the top, and again I used the little boy, the little elf juggling. And then this page is the last page, and this page I used a teddy bear sticker. This was just a large white rickrack, and I drew some red lines on it because this one says stop and smell the candy canes. Again, it's from that same set. And here's the little elf, and then I just stamped the candy canes and drew a string to connect them. So that's the last page. But then on the back cover, what I did is the covers I made just using some like old cereal boxes, but back here between the back and the cover I made another pocket with another envelope. And this envelope is one I get with my Raisin Boat stamps, and I just took some of the pieces of paper that were left, like this one's kind of patched together because I was just trying to use up some of the scraps, and this one is going to be where I'm going to put my receipts. So that's going to go all the way in the very back cover. You can see the little tab sticking up there, and then this is the back cover. I really love this Tim Holtz paper with the vintage ornaments. I actually have some of these kind. So that is my fun with envelopes, and I hope you will join us at LESSology this month for our fun challenge. There really is a lot of things you can do with your old envelopes. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.